Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday and welcome to the Thursday stream. I hope you all are having a good day so far. My name is Estani. I am a variety streamer, art streamer, and voice actress. Today, we are going to probably be finishing Heaven's Vault. I actually don't know how much of the game is left. I feel like not that much, though. So we will probably be finishing Heaven's Vault today, and we might actually play something else if we finish it really quickly. But first, I'm at least going to say hello to St. Guard and Sock. Hello and welcome. Hope you both are having a good day. I know that Sock has a migraine, so Sock, I hope you feel better soon. But Saint, I hope you're having a great day today. Time to vault to heaven. Maybe. I have my paracetamol and my dinner. I hope that they help. Hi, Kulun. Got about half an hour and then I have to drive the car for a bit. Then let's get to some gaming. I'm tired, but the VOD for the charity game I was in is out. I saw that on Twitter. It was such a good game. Hey, Del. Oh my gosh. You're lemon colored. I love it. It's been stupidly hot today. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, Meta. Hey, Silent Assassin. Look, everyone's like filing on in. Alright. I don't think it's gonna let me tab out of the game yet. Oh, maybe it will? Is it gonna do the weird thing? No, it's letting... Oh, it let me click on a thing. Oh, that's right. Last time I had to use my stylus for this, but it's not even letting me do that. It's like every time I click on something, it breaks. Let's see. Okay, I think that should work. Let's find out. Yeah! Need to respond to a few people for housing things as well. Good luck with that. Dropping in like rain that never comes. Oh no. The story so far. Aaliyah and Six have been looking for the missing roboticist Janiki Renba, sent by Professor Mayari to uncover the cause of the fall of Iox, which she believes is soon to return because everything's a loop. Hey, Upper Casserole! But ancient memories found inside a robot led Renba to a different discovery, an ancient ship, the Heaven's Vault, which Renba believed could save the nebula from darkness. Using a similar device to the one the roboticist uncovered, Six has triangulated a possible location for the vault, but it lies impossibly far beyond the borders of the nebula. Meanwhile, Aaliyah is closing in on an ancient site directly linked to the vault, an ancient river delta found by Mina in an ancient copy of the Chronicles of Mazwai. So I feel like we're about to get into the end game. Because if we look at all the places we can go. Ooh, we could return to Iox. Why would we want to go back? Wang and Mina are there. You might even be able to help me with ancient names for the Elbereth Gate. Oh, that's right, the gate! Okay, we're gonna do that first, because I feel like going to this site is gonna lead us to Heaven's Vault, which is gonna be the end game, for sure. So we're gonna go to Iox first, and do some more translating. How are y'all doing? I hope y'all are having a great Thursday today. Honestly, I think we're also just gonna skip there. I should have just lain in bed. Whatever. we're translating. Hey, Manixer. It is literally the best part of this game. Which makes sense because it is the focus of the game. So now we gotta remember, if we give Huang anything, he will not look at any more artifacts. So we have to keep all of them. Renba must have tried a word of Elberethian when working with Six. Perhaps by chance. He was from Elbereth. Maybe he jabbed his thumb with a screwdriver and swore. It seems remarkable this had not been discovered before. I wonder if someone had discovered it and simply not told anyone. Always nice to see a game where the core mechanic is the best part, for sure. Aaliyah! Aaliyah! Oh, they're both excited to see me. That makes me happy. I've got a few things for the curators. Let's see them then. Take a look at this scratch sculpture. Can I? What's left of the inscription reads, "Go quickly from here." Fascinating. Now, I've seen something else like that if I remember right, and it also had script. Let me see now. Here it is. This is the inscription from a wooden devotional icon. It was found while exploring the catacombs here in Iox back in my father's day. There's a few words in this one. Hope. Do not. It's a long one, but I think it must say hope. Nice! Lose. Does do not lose hope work? But I'd better get back to Mina. I made some nice discoveries out there. Show me. Oh, interesting. He doesn't even try to take anything from me anymore. He knows. Take a look at this splintered knife. Interesting. I've seen something similar, I think, only this one had some glyphs on it. Now, where was that volume? Here. This was marked onto a hefty cook's knife. It was found buried here on Iox back in my father's day, as many things were. Alright, a phrase run together. So we have end, but this is like a past tense version of it or something. Something toward death. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I don't know. I'll throw that in there, but I feel like this is... Like, what am I missing? I guess I can throw does at the start. This doesn't feel right. Okay. Let's throw toward death in there. Maybe and isn't right. Maybe and is related to this. Throw end in there? Alright, never mind. Let's find out what else is wrong. Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another phrasing. Oh, there's no toward. Okay. Wait, that's until. I've done something wrong. Alright, so until death and. There we go. I'm sure my translation for until is correct now. Yay! Okay. Fight, I think. Fight until death, and if this is end, I guess it's gotta be beyond. Until it isn't, boo! Fight until death and beyond. But I'd better get back to Mina. You say as if I'm not going to keep showing you artifacts. Alright. What do you make of this telescope? Let me take a look. The inscription reads, I speak the truth. Fascinating. Now, I've seen something similar, if I remember right, that was also inscribed. Let me see if I can find it. Put it somewhere here. It's a picture of a dented copper telescope. It was found drifting in the wash near Meersi. Oh my goodness! This one is several words. Okay. Oh no, that's a compound word. I need to stop. Let's see. Winds? This is also a compound word. Us. As. Something else. I mean, I guess I can throw in all the makes. Forget that then. Winds make as us as make as cup. That will do for now. We don't know enough. Oh, we can't show him anything else. Listen, Hang. Heaven's Vault. Does it have another name? An ancient name? What's that? Ancient is only a written language, Aaliyah. It can't be spoken. That's not true. Alberethian patois is a form of spoken ancient. Somehow some of it survived. Maybe I have heard something. Where is it? Classic ancient poetry for sure. Yes, this is it. Is that Mazwai? Of course it is. Mazwai has everything. Here. And the place beyond the edge of the world where the wrecks lie had a name, a curse. And the name of the pit below the world's rim was Bo Catalidi something. Who knows, maybe that's what it means. Ifarali? I think that's the ancient word for hopper. Really? Maybe it had two meanings? You're really alright here. I'm fine. This place isn't so different to Renaki, not really. A little quieter, maybe. Please don't worry. Hey, Anta. Well, can we keep talking? I was thinking... Read anything good recently? Working with Mina has taken most of my time, but it's never a chore. Alright. I'll see you soon, Huang. See you soon. Mina, bye. Perhaps we should return to the ship now, Mistress. Do it. This way, Mistress. And so we left the university. So we have two options now. We could go to Elbereth and try the word at the hopper. Or we could go to the ancient site. Let's start sailing. I will ready the sheets, Mistress. So if we go to Elbereth, could try asking the Catgus Gate to take me there, or we could try to find the unknown ancient site, which I'm probably going to do. Finally started playing Heaven's Vault myself, so I don't know if I want to watch the ending or not. I'm excited that you're playing it. How are you liking it? Yeah, honestly, I would recommend if you, like, discover it for yourself. Liking it a lot. I'm so glad! I think we're gonna go here. Because I have a feeling if we use the thing at Elbereth, it's gonna take us to Heaven's Vault, and I'm not ready. Girlfriend's like, the doodle, nice. Means I'm gonna lurk. Probably a good idea. There appears to be a trail in the water. Mistress, there is another airless ruin some distance away, ahead. It's probably on the right. We've probably missed it. Ooh, unless it's this one. Dates from ancient times. A cracked glass jar carved with the image of a snake. And it has an inscription, a long inscription on it. Something your... something. Like... valuables? We have cry. Out. Raise your something and cry out. I can add my translation for cry to my dictionary now. So it's related to cup. And it's a valuable cup, so I guess goblet makes sense. Just raise your goblet and cry out work. I think this was made on the exact site we're after. We must be nearby. This will make the site we're after easier to locate. Let's see. I think right or left doesn't really matter. I definitely want to map out the river flows. I'm actually trying to do that as we go. And also making sure that we don't, like, end up on a loop that takes us, like, all the way out. Because I don't want that. I'm trying to find not just this site, but, like, all the artifacts as well, because that gives us more things to translate. You know, these flows remind me a lot of... oh, what was that game that I played where you were like the two people running away in love? Haven. It reminds me a bit of Haven. Just like conceptually. Because the sun wants to be annoying, I guess. I'm sorry. Six and Mistress running away in love. Ooh, another ruin. Where two people are in love, so no chance of narrowing it down then. What do you mean? I guess I should say canonically and openly in love. What about that? And the stories about their romance. Keep the ropes. And then some kind of word. Sturdy, maybe? Taut? Yeah, if we think this is not, then this is like knotted. So I think sturdy. Could still change my mind, but keep ropes taut. Originates from the place we're searching for. We must be getting close. This will make the exact spot we're currently looking for easier to locate. My findings suggest the unknown ancient site should be in this vicinity. Oh, it looks like there's not even necessarily any branches. It's just gonna take us right here. There's something here. I will activate the hopper now, Mistress. This is the oldest site I've found. Hey, Onion! Stretch. Oh, it's pretty!
We made our way between ancient clustered trees. The air seemed to hang from their branches, dank and heavy, like wet cloth.
This is remarkable, Mistress. This place is thriving. What are we expecting to find here? What lies in the heart of a forest? Water, Mistress. It's going pretty good. How you doing, Onion? There's a way down through here. You won't get stuck in a bush, will you? I will pick my way forward somehow, Mistress. And please try not to trip over your feet. You're melting. I'm sorry. It's cold. The mist. I've not seen mist like this since Mercy. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydration reminder, Del. Everyone get some water. I don't know what we're gonna find here. Is this a path? Unlikely, mistress. A path suggests people, and there is no one here. There must have been people here once. Ooh, what's this? We're not the first to come this way. Look, something's been scratched into the rock and highlighted by the moss. Didn't know this game had a spacey bit. Yeah, we're in space. So if we think this is work activated, I guess. So if we think that Vault might also be Hopper? Like Heaven's Hopper. Is this Hoppers? Wait a second. Oh my gosh. I just realized something very important. This word, vault, this is a verb. When we look at Heaven's Vault, we were thinking, because we assume like a vault means like a treasure trove or something, but that's a verb. Heaven's Vault isn't a place, it's an action. This is why I love this game. This is why I love this game. These moments of, wait a minute, what am I actually saying? What does this actually mean? Oh my gosh. Mannixer, I'm doing that in real life. You missed the revelation? Heaven's yeet! So, the game is Heaven's Vault, and this is the translation for vault. And we were assuming that a vault is like a place or a thing or whatever. But that's not how they write things in their language. This symbol right here means it's a verb. It's a vault, like vaulting. Like hoppering. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Water's hopper's activated. What's a water hopper? Was someone draining this moon? It's lush enough. A feasible theory, mistress. We know that long-distance hoppers are possible. Verb move real high! You're right! Hold on. Because, yeah, we've got verb, move, high, higher. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I hit the wrong button. I'm so excited I hit the wrong button. Oh, I'm not walking in circles. I hit the wrong button again. What are you expecting to find here, mistress? Is that stone? A statue? I knew there'd be something here. Interesting. There must be a way through the trees to it. Heavens fall, then is the action of the heavens take to fall or someone through heavens. Getting some dopamine from solving. Nice. I definitely am getting that rush of solving a thing. It's so quiet. So still. I detect endless movement, mistress. Leaves, insects, ceaseless. That's interesting. Here. Curved marks, grooves. In the stone under the moss. Overlapping like the scales on a snake. Tracks? From some kind of enormous stone-grinding creature? They will be from the blade of whatever tool dug this canyon, mistress, although I cannot think of anything capable of carving on this scale. You think this canyon was dug? Naturally. Entropy creates plains, mistress, not winding channels. But how? Why? Did the ancients pick their way through the rock with spoons? How? I do not know, mistress. And why is very much your area. Okay, we can't go that way. I find it kind of amusing that Heaven's Vault in Ancient isn't on the title screen, which is sort of a big spoiler. I'll get back to that. Why would anyone build an upriver and point it here? Are you sure about the bearing you took from that crater? Absolutely sure, mistress. After all, there is a moon where I said there would be a moon. So... I guess it's a little bit, but you don't actually learn what those words mean until much later. So it's not really a spoiler until you know enough for it to be a spoiler, and then it's just there. Shh. I heard something moving. In the trees. Most likely, mistress. There are animals here. What kind of animals? Multiple kinds, mistress. A large number of types are required for the system to be sustainable. As I understand it, they eat each other. You don't eat, I suppose. I have not needed to yet, mistress. So how do you keep going? I am powered by a small reactor of some kind. I do not know how it works or how long it will last. Much as you might say about your own heart. It's foreshadowing, not really a spoiler. I'd agree with that. Like, it's there for the taking, but you don't know enough until you do, and then you're supposed to be able to translate it anyway. Wonder how far this forest stretches. The whole moon, mistress. Like an apple, bristling with mold. You've got a real thing against life, haven't you, Six? No comment, mistress. Hey, Kalielo. All this life going on without knowing how removed it is from everything else. I wonder if there's anything else up here. How do you intend to find your way, mistress? It would be very easy to be turned around. You can't get lost, can you? No, mistress, I cannot. But I wonder how a human would manage. We're roughly in a downhill canyon, I think. So that's how I'm coping, Six. We didn't do anything super exciting in that first 50 minutes. Don't worry too much about it. Though, you did miss a big revelation that I realized about the translation of the game's title. I would say that's the only important thing that you've missed. So we're trying to reach this statue somehow. Without just, like, clambering through the bushes. Oh, that was easier than I thought. Yep, definitely easier than I thought.
The trees parted into a clearing around a listing statue.
By the goddess. Nice to see a familiar face. Should I get out of bed? I've been in bed watching Twitch for an hour. Do you have any reason why you do need to get out of bed? Oh! Wait! The bottom of the statues have stuff on it! There's an inscription here. They're like... mechanical. What? This one's a broken piece from an even longer phrase. No reason to get out of bed, then, well, I don't know, chill. Divine. The divine gives water for the nebula? Mistress, that translation is clearly incorrect. There must be another possibility. Yeah. I'm guessing it's the goddess then gives water to the nebula. The goddess gives water for the nebula. Finished. That fits with the other inscription we found. This place must have been some kind of shared source. An aquifer. Look at a podium. It couldn't be more different than the setting on Mercy. Although perhaps the shape of that one was made to match this? More like the ramps and panels on the old dock than anything else here. Is it some kind of mechanism? Perhaps you are suggesting it rotated, Mistress, so she could look around. May I know how you got to this moon? I flew here? I don't know how to answer that. We had an ancient site here that we could discover. I found a bunch of stuff. I don't even know where that led us to this point, but there's like, this is the oldest site we've ever found. And, we just kind of went this way there. Are the statues spaceships? I don't know. I don't think so. Oh. Shards of glass at her feet. And a hole going down into the mechanism. Whatever this was, it's filled in with dirt. A lamp, perhaps, Mistress. To light up the statue? Why would anyone want to do that? Humans are quite obsessed with lights, in my experience. You people are like moths. A Joy would love this thing. She'd want to take it apart boat by boat. There's another disc on this side, but this one's intact. Reminds you of something we've seen before. I can just remember what. Strange thing. Glass is warm. Curious. Perhaps I could take a closer look, mistress. As you wish, mistress. Think about it. I've got it! It's a hopper! This is what the carved message we found earlier was about. The water hopper. The hopper of the water goddess. Firing off to somewhere. Not only that, mistress, it is still working. It is radiating at this moment. What happens if a hopper signal is blocked? The connection no longer exists, and therefore transfer does not occur. Whatever might have been relocated is not. Can I use this hopper? Go wherever it's going? It might go all the way to Heaven's Vault. The hopper is directed at something underground, mistress, and even if you could make your way down there, the signal from this hopper, it points towards Iox. Wait, what? So this place is hoppering something to Iox, but what? Water, I guess. Something underground. The water! But you're serious? This place is where Iox gets its water from. And if I were to shut this place down... Please, mistress. I do not like to consider it. If the people in Elbereth knew Six, honestly, I don't think they'd hesitate. They'd shut it down and then trade water for work in the fields. Then I do not suggest we tell them, and I shall personally inform Professor Mayari at the earliest convenience. 6. And the ancients who built this place said the water god is here to look after the place. Who knows, perhaps Mercy once had the same setup. What's over there? There's a third disc here. So only one of these hoppers is still intact. Where does this one point? I am unsure, mistress. Somewhere we did not find, perhaps. The glass discs we saw must have worked to hopper the water away. When they're all blocked, it's got nowhere to go. Okay, so I think we have two options here, then. There's something here. Stones. No, shells. How did they get here? Perhaps they shouldn't use shells for currency? Is that an absurd idea? Not absurd. But any currency which can be grown is unlikely to work well. So, I think we have options. I feel like if we cover this up, it's going to force a new river to happen that will lead us to the vault. Or we could potentially go back to Elber, but that will kind of doom Iox, probably resulting in the fall of Iox. Or the other thing is we could go back to Elbereth and try the hopper. I have a vague idea, but I'm being careful on what questions to ask because it might spoil. I appreciate you being careful because I don't want any spoilers. I'm having so much fun exploring this all. Perhaps this place was once entirely underwater. The shells we found lived here. That seems more plausible. Then someone harvested that water using hoppers, and that system's been working ever since. Iox itself relies on it. Over time, 2 of the discs failed, and the water level built up, enough to saturate the soil and allow the forest to grow. I don't want to cover the source. I hope that that's not our only option. I feel like the goddess is looking at me. Or looking at this spot, maybe. Was there once something around here? Strangely enough, mistress. There is something under the dust here. One moment. Ooh! Waters above. A hatchway. Look for inscriptions, always. Let's see. Here along the side. There's a few words in this one. Okay, so we got the word for slave, potentially. Oh wait, nope. Master. Of waters waits inside below. Yeah. Is it not master? Why does it want me to... Huh. Whatever. Master of waters waits below. A master? Who would be a master of this place? So the hatch. It's an access panel to an underground reservoir. Robots could go down and clear it if it became blocked. Most likely a robot was positioned inside. There must be a way to get this open. But there's no handle, no lock, nothing. Any ideas, Six? If you could step back, mistress. Oh. Really, mistress? Indeed, there are connections here that fit. The mechanism is similar to those on the Sculptor's Moon and the Old Dock. There. How did you open that hatch? It was designed for me, a robot. I opened it as you might open a door with an unusual handle. But I did recognize the design. I can't make anything out. Just darkness. If this is an entrance, there must be a way down safely. If the entrance was intended for robots, I would anticipate a ramp. You could try jumping in. You can always hopper out again. Hoppers act on line of sight, mistress. The hatch is not looking at anything. Well, what is a hopper? I mean, what's inside it? An interconnected mesh of quantium. The quantium creates some kind of field, which is the subject is passed through via and dissected via. Mistress, does it matter? You're happy enough to fire off the hopper, even if you don't know how it works. Don't you care what it does to us? It appears to work, mistress. Symbols inside the hatch. But it isn't ancient. It's some kind of diagram, lines and nodes. I don't know what it is. A diagram of the moons fed by this place. Wires and cables for a machine. And you've got a hopper with you. I carry a source, mistress. And what does a source do? The source disentangles a given material form and then the eye refocuses it. So who makes hoppers? Where do they come from? Where do I come from, mistress? Or the moons, or the rivers? Where does anything come from? You came out of a hole on Iox, like a big rat. Indeed. And before that? Or perhaps you believe in the loop? We don't. We definitely don't. You finished this last night. How did you like it, Hooples? So hoppers, then ancient technology. It seems likely, mistress. I can't cover that. I know that Iox is terrible, but I can't cover their water source. So this was a hopper too. Presumably so, mistress. Blocked now by dirt and forest detritus, but curiously angled. There is nothing in this direction. We are at the edge of the nebula already. Nothing. Why build a hopper without an eye? This hopper source, it would appear to be pointing in a direction similar to that of Renba's telescopes. This hopper is pointing to something outside the nebula. Perhaps to Heaven's Vault itself? There's warmth here. Not much, but a little. Maybe this one is working underneath the dirt as well. The eye this hopper transmits to is most likely a wellspring, mistress. Hey, Blue Satyr! So how do we get there? To the site this aquifer once fed. The site, if there is a site, is across a vast tract of dead space, mistress. Short of wishing a river into existence, I do not think we can get there. It's definitely warm down here. I think. There. Is anything happening? Perhaps, mistress. A very faint flow upwards. Something maybe in the sky. Wait, really? It needs more water. Oh no. So we would have to close off Iox to do this. Mistress, surely we cannot be correct. The wellsprings cannot surely all be fed by other wellsprings, and the water and air must originate somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. What if it's a cycle? What if there is a great loop after all? I don't want to do this. I mean, in theory, we have acquired nothing of worth here, mistress. I'd like to activate the hopper now, mistress. Or perhaps you are having too much fun. But if the rivers and the wellsprings are all a loop, how could they be drying up? If the rivers are maintained by a network of active hoppers, mistress, passing water from place to place, then it seems like there are inefficiencies. A little data, a little water, lost on every transmission. Eventually, drying out would be inevitable. Broken planks. Almost entirely overgrown, but not quite. You've been worked. Joined together with nails and screws, shaped, planned, riveted, lacquered. Part of a ship of some kind, maybe? Perhaps, mistress, but it does not resemble any ship's hull that I have seen before. So it's old. Perhaps. Or perhaps it is something else entirely. I cannot imagine a boat of this size catching the wind effectively. Oh, gosh. If we leave, can we come back? I feel like we can't. Do it. Stand by, mistress. 6 is always sassy. So we could cut off Iox in theory to create, I assume, a flow that would lead us to Heaven's Vault, but I want to go to Elbereth and try the word and see if we can just hop her there without dooming Iox. Curious, the rivers here are not quite as they were, mistress. There is a very faint new flow! From the hopper I cleared out. It is hard to say for sure, mistress. A new river. Not a river. A trickle. I want to go back. If there's a chance to make a river. No, I want to do it. No, I changed my mind. That's not what I meant by going back. There's a way to reach Heaven's Vault from here. I want to find it. The waters have already receded. That's not what I meant by go back. I meant go back to Elbereth.
We returned to the forest where the goddess waited.
I think this is my only choice now. Now, just don't do the same thing again, mistress. But if the rivers are drawing out... If the rivers are the wellsprings... There's going to be a drought. Indeed, mistress. A drought that cannot be stopped. I don't... Oh, gosh, I don't want to cover Iox. But I think I have to. Spores, mistress. There are mushrooms growing down there. Mushrooms. 6, I'm happy for you? Yeah, like it wants us to cover the hopper source. I'm gonna look around some more. Hope the game's going well. We have a tough decision to make, Kulan. And is the statue covered in mushrooms? No, mistress. Game's trying to force our hand. A little bit, I think. It's letting us leave again. So that's good, at least. So we do have a choice. Like, it's not forcing us, which I really appreciate. It might be the only way to reach Heaven's Vault, though. I have to try the hopper on Elbereth, though. Wonder who set it up. They must have been settlers carving out space in the nebula to live in. Ancient sailors. We've lost so much, Six. What would our ancestors think of us? Time to move on. I will prepare the tackle, mistress. So now the only option is basically to go to Albereth and try the gate. There are unknown waters to the right. Oh, I think all these waters are unknown, but thank you. See you later, Onion. Alright. Oh gosh, we're like all the way over here. Oh, we must be heading this way. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing if we had closed this off, it would have unlocked this path and we could have sailed to Heaven's Vault, but we still might be able to hop her there. I don't know if we can ever go back though, is the question. It seems like once you're finished with these sites, they don't let you return. And I'm gonna be really sad if using the hopper in Albereth doesn't take us to Heaven's Vault. It's been a curious archaeology game. It has been. I love it. It took me a little bit to get into it, but now that we're like deep diving into the history of this world and it's so interesting, I'm really into it. Such a good game. I really like it. I will probably replay this off stream just to see how things could be different. Epigraphy? What platform is it on? I'm not sure. I have it on Steam, but it might be on other things. Isn't it on Switch? It is on Switch. Okay. The thing I'm worried about, learn the word Iferali that activates the Cat Cascade Hopper. And I've learned the ancient name of Heaven's Vault too. And however far I sail, these alleyways will always be my home. Set Boyaki Rafar. Ifarali. Set Ifarali. Set Boyaki Kat Ifar. Bo Kataliti Ifarali. And Ang. Ifar Bo Kataliti Ifarali. Is that good or... Oh! Bye! Bye, Six! It was nice knowing you. Somewhere new. I was worried it was going to be like the end. You hoppered yourself into space. You did. Oh, it just takes me here. Here again. Is this Heaven's Vault?
I found myself at the feet of a goddess.
We have one
surrounded
choice
by
then.
trees on all sides.
This place must be connected to that place. Just as I thought. Mistress! Here you are, Mistress. Glad you could make it, Six. Well then, Mistress. Once again, the Elbereth Gate informed me of your position. Is this Heaven's Vault? There's nothing here. So, at least I feel better knowing we have one choice and it is inevitable. This is the only way to progress, so we're covering it. Line of sight. As simple as that, then. Now the water on Aya is drying up. Not yet, Mistress. There is still water in flow. But soon. I cannot wait to tell the professor about this action of yours, Mistress. Wait. Mistress, you've broken something. What kind of something? I can't see properly. I am detecting deep movement. Echoes from below. Mistress, I can feel the water rising rapidly. Let's get back to the ship 6 as fast as possible and see what we've managed to do. No, Mistress. Iox will be breathing a sigh of relief once more. What do you... I need something I can cover the disc with. How about this silver tablet originally from the Withering Palace? Hey, Zev. Here goes. The surface is flooding more quickly. Most likely the level did not entirely fall last time. What happens if we leave the hopper covered? The moon floods. What next? Water must eventually go somewhere. Perhaps it will flow into space. Perhaps it will create a river. Is that possible? The rivers are created from the wellsprings, Mistress. And it would seem this moon has a powerful wellspring. The new river is beginning to form once more, Mistress. 6, what if a wellspring isn't a device at all? What if it's just the focus point of some other hopper? So wellsprings are just hoppers receiving data. Mistress, the water appears to have stopped rising. As though the pressure below ground has dropped. And Mistress, something is forming in the sky above us! So there's a new river above us. It would appear so. I'd like to activate the hopper now, Mistress. Do it. I'm hidden, you're blowing my cover. Sorry. So we left the lonely forest as a new river formed overhead. A paleo channel here that never dried up? It's fun playing archaeology games while having an archaeologist in chat. The water from below is disentangling around us, mistress. It is beginning to flow. Following some kind of path. It is quite beautiful. You can see it, the path. Does it look like we saw in that mosaic? There are lines of force through space. Arcs, grooves in the surface of things. I can see them. The rivers trace their outlines as they flow. We have made a new river, mistress. Or recreated a very old one. Perhaps it will flow all the way to Heaven's Vault. And Iox. The river to Iox is gone, mistress. It will not come back. But after we sail this new river, mistress, there is no reason to assume there will be a way back. Why are you smiling about that? We had better find out. At least one archaeologist. Ooh, do we have two? I do not think we have a choice. We are already moving. Well then, we're into the end game. And we've doomed Iox. Alright, we've summoned a river out of an ancient aquifer running deep into the darkness outside the nebula. I wonder if there's any way to avoid this. We're doomed! Yeah! Ori, we're doomed, and we've also doomed a moon. Insufferable experts have their expert rights taken away from them and are thusly not counted among the experts. What are you talking about? Oh, I get you. Experts are cool unless they're insufferable and then they get their expert status revoked. Gotcha, okay. Okay, yep, we're heading towards Heaven's Vault. Literally doesn't matter which way we go. I do find it so fascinating though that we're sailing on the flow line of a hopper. Very cool. So is dooming Iox an externality, or can we trick ourselves into concluding that it's good actually? Oh, I don't know. We could say it's inevitable if we believe in the loop, and everyone in Iox certainly does. And we've triggered the fall of Iox, which they said was coming, so, you know. There's something up ahead. Let's go down. Yeah, we do have, like, currents in the air and stuff. We've confirmed their loop belief. I mean, we've definitely confirmed what they believe is gonna happen. So, a moon out here in the dark.
We had followed a strange and winding road through the loneliest reaches of space. And on the moon at the end of the path was nothing.
It's desert. I was hoping for... I don't know what. So, what do we do now?
But now, I didn't know if I could return.
Looks like something crashed here. Something big. We climb. I was thinking about Huang. Do you think Mina and Huang will form a bond? Oh, wait. That was what Six was asking. Do you think Huang and Mia will form a bond? Form a bond? You're so precious, Six. Mistress understands my meaning, surely. It's up to Mina and Huang what they do, not me. But they did look cute together. Aww. Huang is really coming to miss me, I think. Oh, really going to miss me. We've been friends since I arrived. You did not appear to have much in common, Mistress. He will move on. Thanks for that, Six. I suppose I'll have Mina to keep him company. Huang never did introduce me to the Annals of Mazwai. I always said he would. I imagine he is still waiting for the right moment, Mistress. I wonder how long it will be before he realizes you have gone. Thanks for the backstab. The wreck there is further away than it appears, Mistress. Please do not lose yourself in the open desert. Fine. We did establish Ajax would run out of water eventually either way. That's true, but still, we doomed them a lot faster than otherwise. Six is heartless, you're right, because robots have no heart. I thought a vault would be underground. The word vault has two meanings, Mistress. It is a sunken chamber or else a high arch, even a leap. So which is this? Perhaps both, Mistress. Oh, and Goddess. It seems strange to think I might not see Mayari again. She called me her daughter. But I can't be her daughter, not really. You were not born of her, Mistress. That is quite apparent. But I do not think that is what she meant. Oh! Hello? Can you understand what it's saying? Of course not. I cannot speak ancient. Katkwi Kiseng. Yeah, the grave markers have robots in them. You can see the little horseshoe looking thing around it. That is what causes the heads to pop out. Who are you, I wonder? What did you want to say? You're trying to tell me. Or are they talking to each other? Maybe Maybe not. No, I don't think so. I don't understand you. I'm sorry. You really think Mayari killed Renba? I wondered if maybe she did. Because of what he discovered. The last Emperor's body unreturned to the rivers. It is possible. Boats do not usually explode. Renba didn't seem to mind having been blown up. The recording you spoke to was made before he died, Mistress. Should Renba return via the loop, I do not think he will be so considerate. Can they hear us, do you think? Like the hologram we saw in the graveyard could. Hear but not think. I don't like them. There's too many of them. It is very haunting. Huh. It's like the one we saw in the garden. Only older, I suppose. Far, far older. I'm not quite sure what I'm supposed to do with it. Or them. Oh, there's an inscription! There's something carved here. It's ancient. It's the end of a longer line of text. Let's see. Peace of always? This one has a lot of symbols, but I'm confident it says peace. Eternity, for sure. Does peace of eternity make sense? What am I supposed to do here? This is a graveyard. These are graves. Scores of them. There's gotta be something I'm missing. They're talking to each other. It's pretty unsettling, isn't it? This one seems sad. I want to get away from these things. Not all of them turn on, which is interesting. So this definitely feels like a puzzle that I need to somehow solve. Anchor, which it definitely is. It's talking like Mayari did, in a language of the robots. It must be ancient. I'm not sure, Nano. I think I've got to get the heads talking to each other. Because they're not, like, turning on anymore over here. Something about the air, maybe. I can smell nothing, mistress. Of course you can't smell anything. You're a box of motorized bolts. The last ones I saw were over here. It's turned off again. Yeah, maybe we do need to go where the humming's loudest. If we just hang out by you for a minute. Oh, there we go. There's two of them to communicate. Maybe? Not really. We don't have enough, we don't know how their language is spoken. We only have studied their written language. So we know very little about how it's spoken. We know the word Ifirali means hopper. And then there's a word that we've used to deactivate 6 a couple of times. I forget what it is, though. Slisset, yeah, that one. We know a couple of other words, like, because ancient Elberethnian, or I say ancient, Elberethnian patois, or I'm not sure how to pronounce that word, I've only ever seen it written, slang, I guess, is ancient. We learned that. So if we know Elberethnian slang, we kind of know some ancient, but not enough to really parse this. What am I supposed to do here? None of the heads are popping out. Maybe we're done with the heads? Maybe something will trigger if we try to leave? Maybe we just die here. Let's try back this way. I guess we could keep climbing. So yeah, maybe we're just done there. Perhaps this is an old road. If there's anything here, it's up there. But, mistress, I am not sure you will survive this climb. Your lungs, they've been getting worse. You have sheer lung, don't you? Uh-oh. You always have had it. I live with it. I was born with it. Lots of Elberathians are. It's the one thing my parents did pass on to me. But look around, Six. It doesn't matter out here what I've got. Mistress, you cannot simply ignore reality. Don't tell me it's impossible. Because I didn't come this far to turn back now, and we literally can't anyway. I know that shape. Kibenya. Always said she was truly ancient. There's an inscription. Although we already know Kibenya. This one is a broken fragment from an even longer phrase. Temples drink of us, with us? It's not temples, I don't think. This doesn't feel right. Drink with us. So maybe goddess? Yeah. I'm convinced my translation for drink is correct now. Oh, we didn't even use that first part at all. Okay. Goddess, drink with us. Done. Kibenya. The people back on Mercy would not believe it. Perhaps this is her home. And she's not a very good water goddess. Look at this place. There's something here. A wooden hatch. Nothing like as fancy as the one in the forest. Filled in with sand. But still, I think it must have once been a well, guarded by Kibenya. Only why would there be a well here? How? Surely there was never any water here. Perhaps there was. There was a river to this place, after all. There may be water here again soon enough. But look at this place, Six. It couldn't be more desolate. Many years have passed, Mistress. Too many to be sure of anything. And I want to check out that wreck. There's another one. Look how big those ships are! Another crash. A part of the same enormous ship. There is nothing in that direction, Mistress. Fine, Six. We'll climb the mountain with our sheer lung. People must have lived here then. There must have been some kind of village center. Even if it seems impossible now. This way.
And then we began to climb. I fell silent, saving my breath. The robot purred along behind me. The wind offered little secrets and then snatched them away. But something was wrong.
Six. What? Six? I feel fine. The climb. It's easy. Perhaps I've grown stronger. Perhaps something of this place has made me well? The opposite is true, Mistress. It seems there is something wrong with gravity here. Is there iolite here? No, mistress. But whatever filled the iolite was storing, that field wraps around this place like a cocoon. I'm sorry, Kulan. This one's close enough. Look at this wreck. What are these things? I've never seen anything like them. What are they for? Was it a tower? Structures like the metal crater we found. But the materials are quite different. It's ancient. As old as anything. The walls, mistress. They are inscribed in some detail. No symbols. Fragments of images in the rust. Six, can you make anything of these etchings? I will take a look, mistress. Etched with some kind of blunt blade. Carved in later, I think, than the metal was made, but worn down by the sand. Can you read it? Wait, mistress. Well? Still working on it? Hurry up. Well, I guess while we're waiting, we'll have some water. Six, come on. Tell me something. Did we break him? I think we might have broken them. Gwen could see this. I'd like to see them tell me that history's a fantasy now, but they'll never see it, of course. No one will. Alright. Wait, you're just gonna stay there? Six! How long is this taking you? Mistress, I believe I have some sense of it, finally! Tell me a story, Six. The etching tells of a tale of a group of gods who strode forward across a wide desert from a place of much water, bringing water. They caused the fields here to be fertile. For a time. Does it say which god? These are merely pictures, mistress. A village rose up around the god to worship the god. The god demanded tribute. I cannot tell how often. A tribute of people. And then the god was killed. Killed, you're sure about that? No. That is the inference, but it is only a pictogram. And the god is above us, mistress. I think this mountain holds the gods too. Then let's go bother a god. What's happening? Six was reading some pictograms. How do we it up then? I guess this way. I was thinking it curved that way, but no, it's this way. Okay. A ruin. It's not much of a ruin, but still, it's something. I do not think the statues carved themselves, mistress. I will stay here, mistress. I do not fancy the drop. Sun goddess. There's an inscription. I know a few of these words. Rose. High, high. Related to time and many. Many times? And this is related to a place of many waters. So I guess sea? The old sea? Does old make sense here? So if this means new... Empty doesn't make sense, because this means many times. I guess it's gotta be ancient sea. Sun rose. High old sea. Concept of a sun is this old then? Oh, I'm sorry, Sock. There's an inscription here. Oh my gosh! It's so long! Okay. Let's get translating. Oh no, okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we see a compound word here somehow. We have any compound words? No, we don't have any compound words that relate to this. So whenever we see these little colon symbols, we can ignore them. So we have sea. We have the old sea. Makes sense that we'd be talking about the old sea. We're going across the old sea. So that's a start. Oh, we have the sun across the old sea. Okay, that's something. And then this is like darkness. Dark, yeah. Oh, maybe something about when the sun goes dark? We have the eye. Oh, is this going to be about the serpent's eye? We had a thing about that. The eye of the dark sun across the old sea. We have us. Through the eye of the dark sun. Does that mean... Does that have something to do with a hopper baby? This has to do with like light or stars, I think. Again. And something about going to a place. Traveling, maybe. of itself. Open. Let's see. Open its eagle eyes again. Because we have, oh no, that's not eye. Never mind. I can see eagle here though. Oh, an eagle is here as well. The eagle will open. Oh, cool! We got it! I believe I remember the word for eagle, mistress. And its must be correct. Sure. Oh gosh, there's so many words that it's just speed running through our translating. Like, it's not even giving her a chance to finish speaking before it translates. Okay. The eagle will open its something again. So, it's related to eagles, and then it's related to the concept of a noun, I guess. Wings? Again. And probably fly us. Because nothing else makes sense. And then context kind of gives us what that means. Eagle will open its wings again and fly through the eye of the dark sun across the old sea. How does one fly through a sun unless the eye is like a hopper eye? How can a sun be dark? Not a sun was made of fire. The old sea. The Grey Lady sang songs of the old sea sometimes, but the words were all nonsense. What will they make of me now? Did the eagle and sun originate out here so long ago? I can't make any more of it. So many interesting questions. The eagle and sun has been the symbol of the emperors. But now we're thinking it might be something else. Look at that. Hard to imagine this place busy, full of life, and yet this is where the nebula began. Oh. The Sky God. That's the top. Not far now. Maybe when we get closer we'll see an inscription. Please, climb carefully. It's not much further. One last corner. We're almost. At the top. Take a moment to rest before you walk, mistress. Alright, we'll get our stamina back. And then we're gonna look at that statue and then look at everything else. Alright, good enough. Is this the summit? It is as far as the path goes. Some symbols in ancient. Fractured piece from an even longer phrase. Okay. So we've got sky, goddess, or god. No. So that's like a compound word, so we can ignore that. Something about life. Upon rivers. So my translation for life is right now. Finally! So let's do with up. Holding up. Reaches? Reaching life doesn't make sense though. Breathing life would make sense. Or blowing life. I'm gonna go with blows. Because it's a sky god. So I feel like maybe it has to do with like wind blowing. The sky god blows life upon rivers. A bricked up opening. There is something here. To keep people out, do you think? Or to keep something in? There's something written here. Ancient script. This must have been cut in when the mortar was still wet. But I think I can read it. I just need to split these up. I already know what it says. Heaven's vault. We are here. It's a name of a ship. If this was a ship, mistress, then it was a very big ship. A big ship for a long journey. Only one way in? As far as I can ascertain, yes. But there's more here below. Scratched in. Must be a warning. Heaven's yeet. Oh, it's gonna be about the seventh god. Yeah, it totally is. The seventh god did something to this temple. Will drink the stars? The nebula. Oh no, don't drink the nebula. We need that. And then darkness or dark until all is dark. Oh no, that is a warning. Inside. seventh god inside this temple will drink the nebula until all is dark work. Drink the nebula. Great darkness. The drying up of the rivers. This is why Renba was looking for the Vault Sixth. The seventh god. Here he is. But what's a god doing inside a mountain? Still, this is a temple then. Heaven's Vault is a temple. Set here above all the other gods. The darkness that Renba warned us about. The slow disappearance of the nebula. This is it. Whatever's inside here, that's what's doing it. Draining the forces that drive the rivers. Bringing darkness. Interesting. I can feel a breeze. It must be open on the other side. Open onto what? Mistress. Oh! That should be enough to climb through? Do not... Oh, not for me, mistress. Nothing. No ghosts. No quiet ones, at least. Can you widen it? Mistress. Excuse me a moment, mistress. As soft as butter. It's beautiful. Ooh, I see text. Life is something. Whoa. What, why? Why did you zoom in on my feet? Oh, so I can read that. Okay. I don't know what that means. Earth place. And star place. I think this one means us. Is he sailing in there? No, I don't think so. There's us again. Earth place, star or nebula place. I don't remember what that one means. It has to do with light and loops, though. Shot of metal. Positioned like an icon. Do you recognize it? No, I suppose you would not. It is a robot medal. Reminds me of the sundial in Iox. The carve and the spa. No wonder no one can get it to work. This is older than anything we've seen. Must be original. As much as anything can be, this is. Plants. Death. And we can't read that one. I am really surprised that we can't translate what's on the walls. River. Water. Water, death, something about plants in the ground. The operation of this door seems simple enough. As the moons. What is this? What have we found? Oh, can I not? I'm not allowed to go back out and read the walls. Okay. It's like a proper spaceship. The walls here. They are the same metal as the tower we saw lower down. Quantium. Another door. No handles, nothing to pull or push. Not magnetic, mistress. Is it like the Catkiss Gate? Do I say a word? Cabana. I hold awakened waters. We opened it. What is this place? Holy crap.
The tomb was not a tomb.
There's a robot!
The mountain was not a mountain. This was heaven's vault.
Look at this place.
And it was still alive.
What is it made of? The same as the structure on the docking... Oh, the same as the structure on the docking crater moon. I believe so. You found what to do with the chattering graves? Nope, we just left them. This place. This is a ship. That's what this place is supposed to be, but it isn't like any kind of ship I've ever seen. It's more like a palace. Like a generator, mistress, that we are inside. Iditica... What? Speaking ancient at us. Look at all the robots! Orimi Farsi biscuits Quangifar? How robots here? Doing what and why? They are mindless, mistress. Ants. Oh, I'm disappointed. You're not excited? But there are more. This is a graveyard. Ikwa Ayamayasi Orhu. Oops, wrong button. And now I can't reply. I wonder what it's trying to tell us. Wait. The paths keep disappearing. Maybe I'm not authorized? No wonder the gravity outside was wrong. This moon is hollow. Look down there. We need to get to the center somehow. This is incredible. It's like nothing I've ever seen. Like nothing anyone has seen. Walkways over empty space. Are they stable? They have been stable for thousands of years. This way. What? No! What? What? Where did it go? It got hoppered. This is the mountain. This is the inside of the mountain. Yeah, it's getting hoppered away again. What am I supposed to do to make it not move? Part of me feels like every time I walk in front of one of these things, it moves. But I can't interact with them in any way to, like, order it around or whatever. Now it's over there. Let me cross. Across. Please? Yes. Okay, so I think it's a timing puzzle. What do you make of this? It's central to this whole space. Move aside, mistress. Inihua Micus. 6. Eri and Bus Ali T. Yaki I and C Ifarali? Oh, he's talking about a hopper. 6. Are you remembering something? Whoa! Sifar! You're an eagle! Welcome, Overseer. Tell me, do you wish to vault? What? You're an eagle. I am the ship. Do you wish to vault? Are you absorbing the rivers? The great darkness. The rivers disappearing. You're doing it? 65% of the core is now recovered. Please answer the question, mistress. Do you wish to vault? To vault. What does that mean? A viable proximate system has been located. A lessening singularity is available. Refraction error is minimal. Please, mistress. It hurts. 6. Do you wish to vault? What error is minimal? Intersectional error as experienced on the previous vault. Do you wish to vault? And what happens if I say yes? Does something happen to the nebula? Entropy is inescapable. The rivers will inevitably run dry, but we will be elsewhere. The Overseer must answer the question, do we vault? Yes. No, I don't want to turn it off! I'm trying to vault, game! Stop. Entropic loss during recovery has been significant. Further loss will render vaulting impossible. It is very difficult to regain my control, mistress, but the ship is desperate to explain. It believes that allowing the core's energy to simply dissipate will cause great harm, but to vault will also cause harm. It is bound by its ethical core to decide, but it cannot. It is in agony. I wish to vault. Mistress, a vault will leave everyone in the nebula behind. When the rivers fail, they will all be lost. Only we two would escape. But what happens if we don't vault? The rivers fail, and all are lost. Then I wish to vault. If there's any way to save the nebula, it's out there. We've come this far. We can't turn back now. There's no way back to the nebula anyway. All that is in the past now. And who knows? Maybe out there we'll find a way to come back. As you wish, mistress.
Stories don't have tidy beginnings. The past is always present.
6. I feel giddy.
But the past is just another story.
We are moving, mistress. To where? Where are we going? We are leaving, mistress. Leaving the nebula. Please let me explore
One
that.
we can always leave behind.
It's not gonna let us see where we go, is it? Nope! Dang it! I wanted to see where we were going! Oh, that was so cool! It's pretty cool to watch you play this. I recommend y'all checking it out if you like translating puzzles. Because your story might not be my story. What history you uncover, I assume it's gonna be similar, but you might uncover things I did not. I really enjoyed this though. Yes, the puzzles are procedurally generated. I was actually, I was looking at some things and they were talking about in like with replaying it, you keep all of your translations and they generate new puzzles through this story. I wonder if the story is too? I don't think that the story is, but I think that wait. Wait, what does that say? Hold on. Screen cap. Okay, it didn't actually go anywhere. Something about the 7th. And then something like a lifted path? Gosh, I can't read this. The great ancient engines of the Heaven's Vault fired, and a moment later, we were gone. I vaulted. Into our something, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess I finished the game. I did screen cap that though, so I'm gonna translate again. I sailed to the temple where the gods have gathered to gaze at their faces in deep pools. In my boat, the souls of the years sail with me, Book of the Dead, about 1000 before the current era. Went to do something and basically missed the whole end. And look, now there's New Game Plus, which I'm going to be doing off stream. Because I want to see what other things we can do. The ending gave us a choice, Sangard. Because we learned Heaven's Vault is a thing you can do. The overseer, no, we're the overseer. The eagle asked us, "Hey, you got a robot here. Cool. You want a vault?" And we talked to Six about it. And Six was like, "The rivers are gonna dry up. It's inevitable. But also vaulting is gonna cause harm." And I'm like, "Well, what's gonna happen if we vault? It's just gonna take us and we'll go someplace new. And what happens if we don't vault? Well, everything's gonna die anyway." And like, okay. Let's vault then. You unlock several routes after several playthroughs, or visit choices you did not choose on your first playthrough. Yeah, exactly. I'm excited to check it out. Seems like a pretty easy choice to me. Yeah, same. Honestly, even before it told me there was great harm gonna be done regardless, I was like, but I want to vault. So yeah, that was Heaven's Vault. We finished it. It was really cool, and I'm definitely going to be playing more of it off stream to kind of explore the things that I didn't get to do in my first playthrough.